Pisces, my little fish, how you doing? Could be dealing with a Virgo or life path 9 here. Anyway, how you doing, Pisces? So the reason why I wanted to quickly do a couple of these because I am so behind, and these are normally over on the join button below, but I wanted to do a few because I wanted to inform a lot of you, if you haven't seen it, the fact that I'm holding a raffle. Okay, so the raffle for a free tarot card reading for about an hour with me to ask as many questions as you want. Okay, you'll need to look at the post section of the channel or follow the Facebook link that is provided below. Then when you're actually on my Facebook, you will see the fact that there is a raffle because there's only just a few more numbers left in order to grab before it's gone, and then I should be doing another one. But the next one I will do a runner-up prize as well. So it'll be a winning prize, like 1 and 2. Okay. Also, just need to add, if you're looking up Facebook, do not look up 7 Tarot because there's a scam page on there that people have joined, okay, and they're asking for an extortionate amount of money for a reading, and they're leaving WhatsApp numbers everywhere. So I do not run a Facebook. Of course, I run a YouTube channel called 7 Tarot. I do not run a Facebook page called 7 Tarot. I don't run one. Okay, so if you are on there, please leave because they are scam artists. Okay, it just come to my attention today when someone told me. So you could be dealing with a Libra or a life path 2. So I will tell you at the end because I like to normally just get straight on with my readings. Norman or Normington or Norris. Okay, definitely hearing N. And then I'm also hearing NYC, something to do with New York or America. Okay, but N seems to be a big coming up for you. N. Let's see. Hearing like Norris, like Chuck Norris or Chuck Sellers, Sarah Sellers, S. Anybody's got S in the name? Should have really done you a remote viewing. Let's see. Pisces. So Pisces, someone at a distance from you, okay? I don't think it's the past energy, because if it is, somebody is just waiting on a past reconciliation. So you will need to communicate with the past if that's what you guys are wanting or doing. Okay. Let's see. Pisces, what's coming up for Pisces love life? King of Pentacles. Okay. So there's a very stable male in your life here by his own right. Okay. Very wealthy, very healthy. Can afford quite a lot here. But someone at a distance, maybe Charlotte. Charlotte's Web, something's around a spider or a book, or Brooks book. Let's see. Stephen King, Stephen. Some of you may like horror films. Let's see. Pisces. 8 of Cups. Now, this is either someone that's leaving or wanting to leave, this man, and I'm leaving or have left. If not, there's a couple that are kind of, or coupler or Felix, or Laura or Normington. But the Queen of Wands. So it's kind of like this optimistic feel of something that I've got that's kind of warming up to someone, making plans for the future for a lot of you, to go out or to go and see someone. Now, it can either be a short distance or a long distance, okay? But this would require traveling. So somebody may be considering, planning, coming to see someone at some point here, okay? Traveling to see you. To see you nice. Bruce Forsyth, someone from Australia maybe. Let's see. Pisces, what's coming up for Pisces' love life? 7 of Cups, metaphysical connection. Okay, depending on how long. And the 2 of Cups. Now, you're obviously going to fit into categories here. I'm also talking to new people and also old people. Okay, if you're dealing with new, this person that could be new is at a distance from you. Could be called Natalie. But someone's at a distance from you, okay? You would have to travel to make this a reality. This is just a metaphysical connection. at the moment. We are connecting. We're soulmates. We're learning about one another to get to know one another. What do you like? What do I like? I like the same as you, okay? If you are dealing with someone from the past, you could well just be mirroring the energy, which means that there is possibly no communication, and you're not communicating and they're not communicating, so nobody's communicating, right? If that's what's happening with you, right? Because none of these cards actually represent communication at the moment, right? Now, some of you here, there may be where someone is considering or has left this man, okay, or the man's walked out, but somebody could have walked out on this person. Okay, that's if one of you have. Let's, sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself a lot because someone actually really annoyed me in the comment section. It was half a baked kind of compliment, but then a backhanded compliment. Of like, yes, you can channel like no other, but tarot, you're shit, basically. You can't read it. Let's see. Pisces. 7 of Pentacles. But it did come from someone that has got a channel with no subscribers. So, if someone's going to criticize me, then at least you can do it yourself, right? It's not about reading cards. It's about how to build a channel. I've looked at this, right? I don't know if any of you are doing it, right? But I do check on a lot of comments, right? And so many people, they may be able to read cards, but they got no idea actually how YouTube works, right? So I'm just saying, right? But it's not about I can read cards. I mean, are some of you reading cards or planning on doing so, or this person? Yeah. But I check a lot of channels and I can see the mistakes that they make immediately, because it's not about the fact I'm reading cards. The reason why people don't do so well is because they've got no idea how the algorithm works, of how to set up the channel and how to actually like list it as something and make sure that it's all in the description and that it's also in all of the tagging system. Okay. So, because YouTube needs to know where your readings or where your channel belongs. Where does it belong, right? Because if you're not telling YouTube or the algorithm where your stuff belongs, it's just going to end up into a pool of 10 billion other kind of readers or other videos where YouTube's like, well, we've got no information. We've got no idea where this thing that you're putting out belongs, right? A lot of people that do channels, they don't understand any of that. Okay. Anyway, I digress. The name Diane, Dana, White, something about UFC. Anyway, let's see. So why is the 3 of Wands here for Pisces? To be quite, I'm going to go on a bit of a rant here. I don't know why. Is anyone ranting? My name Adam, or Adam in the Ant. Stand and deliver. Whoa, whoa, money or your life. A lot of people will always disagree with me, but I think YouTube has destroyed what tarot card readings are supposed to be about now. A lot of people claim to be spiritual, but they spend so much time hating other people in the comments. They hate them. They play games. They manipulate. Okay, they want to get back. They hold so much anger and aggression because things are not turning out their way. And then there's so many people that are doing tarot now with different amounts of advice that people are actually addicted and formed an obsession with tarot. Now, why is that? Well, let me be honest with you and tell you the truth. What is an awakening? It's an addiction because it goes through codependency between 1 and 9, right? Virgo energy, purgatory, lost in the dark, looking for answers, need a way out. What's happening to me? Where do I belong? Through my awakening, paranoia. Okay, awakenings are not fun. Okay, so when I'm going through that, I'm going through a 9, right? So when you are, that means codependent, independent. 9 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, emotionally unfulfilled, looking for certain things, not emotionally satisfied, looking for a way out, and then looking for something new that I haven't found yet. So an awakening. right? So when you do, that means an addiction. So why do you form an addiction with tarot? Because you're going through an addiction, fighting your way through it, right? That's why people become very addicted to watching 10,000 different channels that give you what? The same answer. Because you're looking for it, so you get the same answer. But are you satisfied with that answer? More than likely no, because you run off to another channel looking for the same answer that you've been given. So what does it come down to? Are you prepared to listen to it and accept that that's your answer? Right? That's why that happens. Let's see, 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands for Pisces. That's probably where most people have clicked off. I don't know. So you got the King and the Queen of Wands. That could have ended a situation here, because that is an end and they have turned their back to one another here. There is a leaving energy, right? There could be the same-sex kind of relationship because of 2 men being present, but it could be 2 women. This could also be a female that's leaving her husband. There could have also been some sort of cross-gender type sort of energy here, where there may have been a male that started to be interested in men and women. And the female has now left the male because he was interested in this male. But this male has left this male also. So nobody's together. Single energy. That's in one story. What's the King of Pentacles? Yeah. Hidden feelings, desires, and this 9 that I was feeling coming up for you. Okay. Somebody feels that their man is lying to them. Now, if you do know they're lying to you, then you don't really need much more than me to tell you that, right? Because you already know. Or do you suspect that they are, right? Because if you suspect that, there is no evidence there, right? Tarot cannot prove that, shouldn't be able to, right? Because, I mean, you can leave your husband or wife if you suspect it, but what if you're wrong, right? What if you're wrong? Are you going to mess up your commitment and your relationship because you think that, right? So, somebody's hiding something for the name Heidi. But this energy did come up in the Virgo reading, where it was to do with a peep show. Okay, my legs are open for business, right? Now, everybody in the comments started saying that my partner has sold my pictures on the dark web. Are you on the dark web? Are you? So have you seen them yourself? Are you thinking it, or do you know it? Right? It's up to you. But don't forget, an awakening and karma brings a 9, which means the 9 of Wands. Paranoia. Okay. Delusion. Illusions. Okay. True or false. Fact or fiction. Right? Sometimes I just let people drown themselves. I had an argument with someone in the comment section that was like, tarot is facts, and that's it. Okay. You carry on down the rabbit hole, sweetheart. Where is the 8? What's the 8 of Cups? What do you mean it's fiction-based? Well, it's like I said, it's fiction until proven guilty, right? That's why you have what a lot of you call karmic law or actual law. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent until proven guilty. Right? So if you're blaming someone that actually isn't guilty, what are you doing? Gaslighting them. Right? But then a lot of people don't realise that they're actually the one that's gaslighting other people. But anyway, 8 of Cups, an ending. There's an ending to something, but or is there? Because this is an ongoing cycle that is still attached. You can't break these attachments. Please get out of the Cinderella moment, if any of you are of this. How do I cut the umbilical cord of my karmic energy and this karmic shit, right? What is the Queen of Wands? 2 women. 2 men and 2 women. There could be a new person here for a lot of you. They could just actually be at a distance. You may not have seen this person's face yet. You may be thinking about them. You may have spoken to them online, or you may not have actually met them yet. But this actually does represent a feeling that I've got. Like I'm using my intuition to get to know someone, but I haven't seen them yet, right? Here, for some of you. Now, for a lot of you, it may not be, but I get a lot of clients that speak to people for long periods of time on emails for years on end without actually seeing a person's face, without actually talking to them, right? So let's see. 7 of Cups. No offer. 9 of Swords. It's all over the place, this, Dave. It's everywhere. Someone can't make up their mind whether they like women or men, or they do like women or men. Because someone could be with a woman here. 2 women that have a child together. What's the 2 of Cups? Leo, 7 of... Man, this is all over the fucking show. Again, it's a load of very much sporadic awakening sort of energy here, right? I can feel it in my bones, Pisces. I'm sorry, but I can just feel people fucking moaning in the comment section. This is why I prefer to do remote viewing, because people, when you do tarot, I ain't even going to explain. I got no fucking idea. I mean, are you even speaking to this person? Like, because if you guys are not communicating, right, you're not talking, you're not communicating, and you haven't done, why is it that people think that the other person's thinking about them? Why have they not communicated yet? What makes you think that? An awakening does. The connection does. The karmic energy connected to does, right? But if a person really liked you and wanted to be with you, they would be messaging each other all the time. It would flow really quick, really easy. There would be no complications, right? So if there is a lot of complications, and there is a lot of backwards and forwards, and there is a lot of devious behavior, then that's not your actual person. That's your awakening partner, right? I told you, an awakening energy of a chrysalis, or the name Chris or Christine, but an awakening partner of a chrysalis is fucking difficult. It's not easy, right, when you're going through it. Mine took 10 years to get over my awakening, right? Leading up to 9, awakening, 10, ending. So about 10 years you can look at how long an awakening can last, right? Here. Going through multiple different energies, experiencing different people, okay, navigating yourself around the metaphysics, right? Understanding about energy. That's why you have metaphysics, is to help you become an experienced, what everyone says they are, is a fucking light worker or an empath. I'm an empath. If you're an unstable one, I would run a mile. I swear to God, because it's an unstable physical emotion where someone's waking up with very unstable emotions, right? So that means that they're waking up. The whole point of it is to ground yourself to become masculine, to become stable, emotionally, physically stable, not judgmental, not holding malice or Alice. Okay, who the fuck is Alice anyway? Forgive them, for they know not what they do. What is the Seven of Pentacles? Five of Swords. Someone's getting really pissed off or waiting. But for what? For what? Or the name's Scott, or someone from Scotland. Like, this is also like pissing on someone's matches. Like, I mean, the best thing anyone ever told me when I had a reading probably about 6 years ago during my major parts of my awakening was the best thing that they could have ever really done to me is to wake the fuck up. This is not your partner. This is not your person. This is, you know, you're not going to be with this person. It's not, you know. My actual first awakening twin flame, I just spent 3/4 of an hour on the phone with her. You're right, Danielle. But we're best friends. Best friends. Sometimes soulmates or your first twin flame is probably not supposed to be your actual partner. They could actually supposed to really just been your friend, your best friend, right? Or anything like that. But let's see. The amount of different people I've spoken to over the years that all have difference of opinions and belief systems. Some of you out there, and I know you are, especially someone that's a life path 3, still is under the illusion about witchcraft and shit, that it works, and is still under the illusion the fact that you only get one twin flame. That's it. Like, it's the one person, and that's the one person that, you know, you got a lot to go for if that's what you're still believing here. Pisces. And you can blame me all you like if anyone does, but I am a fish. Oh yes, that is my star sign. I am a Piscean. I need to get to know you more first. So some of this really could just be an actual new person. Okay? Individually, this could be one story, this could be another, or this could be what you and they are kind of going through separate, but your separate lives, right? I need to get to know you more first. Okay? Let's see, Pisces. If you only knew how much I think about you. Well, like I said, if you are thinking about someone, right, don't start to think, yes, Steve, I know the other person's thinking about me. That's the illusion. That's the trap, right? Don't go down that rabbit hole, thinking that someone else is thinking about you. Don't, for God's sake, don't do that, right? If you are thinking about someone, then you're obviously watching tarot. So if you are thinking about someone quite a lot, you would be talking with one another, getting to know one another, and very interested in one another, right? If it's a very good connection. Okay. If it's just a thought, what is a thought? You know what thought did? That's it. It's a thought. Didn't go any further than that. Now, is it a good thought or a bad thought? Because if it's a bad thought, then what are you wasting your time? I'll pick up a lot of confusion here with people that are kind of just sort of waking up and going through all of the mustard with it all. Pisces. Married. Somebody could well be married. And there is an energy of cheating. There is 2 men and 2 women here. Right? Married with children is what I heard. Hell loop. Going through the same thing over and over again, receiving the same results. Einstein. The definition of madness. Like I said to you, when I give you my advice, it's because I've been through it. Right? I've been through it. It's not, I'm not reading it from a book or anything. a lot of goddamn confusion here. There could just, because to be honest with you, right, none of these cards here actually represent communication. Like, none of them. There isn't one kind of communicating card. This is a thought card. It's verging on speaking, but it's a thought card. Okay. There's more non-speaking cards here and metaphysical connections here than what there actually is talking. So if you fit into the category of non-verbal communication, then you've got two choices. Forget the person altogether, which you more than likely aren't going to be able to, which means you're awakening. Reach out to the person and speak and ask them yourself. You don't have to ask a tarot reader what they're thinking and feeling about me. You can actually do that yourself. Right? Reach out to them. Right? Speak. Use your mouth. Right, fish? Use your mouth, Dave. Speak with your big girl words and stuff like that. Wow, this no wonder people hate me when I'm doing actual tarot. I get annoyed with people. Do you know why? Because I want to help people, like I really do, but they don't fucking listen. They don't listen or don't understand or can't. And I feel the frustration. And I feel the frustration of not being able to help and tell someone, look, right, this is the reality of it all. Have a reality check. Snap the fuck out of it. Wake up. Right, but no. Right. So the reason why I get annoyed during tarot, it's not annoyed at you. It's annoyed the fact that I can't help. Right. That's what it is, Pisces. Okay. So, believe it or not, I am a fish. So if you would like to join my YouTube Facebook page, it is not called Seven Tarot. The link is provided below, and it's also on the actual post section of the channel. Okay, where you post things and people read it. It's on there. It tells you all about what you can do to win a reading with me. Okay, it's always good because I will be holding quite a lot of them, and it's fun. We're also having a lot of fun on there as well. Okay, I'm going to be doing a live draw with me and a couple of mates, and blah, blah, blah. But you can also reach out at any point that you want for a reading as well. Okay, so you can reach out at any point on Messenger. Like I said, it is not Seven Tarot. It is my name. It's my actual personal Facebook page. Okay, you'll know it is because everything is pretty much open and live. It's not hidden. You can tell that it's a normal Facebook page. Okay. So there's that. If you want to join the join button below to get the rest of your readings for other star signs, then please feel free. It really does depend on what time I've got, whether I'm doing loads of personal readings, whether I'm taxi driving, because I also do that, and whether I'm doing remote viewings or readings for the day for the join button, or whether I'm out of time and I have to do it for YouTube. It changes all the time like the wind. So if you want to join the join button, you can. It is only $3 or $4 for you to do per month. Okay, it's not a lot, and it helps me out. It does, honestly. Okay, so thanks very much. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon, Pisces.